It's exciting to be able to start, the regional off, game number one, throwing the first punch and continue to punch in those first couple of innings. And we put the pedal down and kept going and didn't stop. And we talked about that in our scouting report. I'm proud of what these girls accomplished today and swinging the bats as well as Finney shutting the door for the 3 innings that she pitched.
Mike, looked like you guys were really focused for the opener. Is that what you saw? I mean, looked like you really made them pay for some mistakes early.
Yeah. We know that the last week and a half to 2 weeks of the season was very uncharacteristic of the way we played the entire year, and I think a lot of people were doubting us a little bit. And so I think I think that was kind of a statement game for us, and these girls proved that we deserve to be an 11 seed. We deserve to go out there and swing the bats and pitch, and we're going to make those teams pay for those mistakes, and that's exactly what they did tonight, and I'm proud of them.
Mike, you were able to get Brittany out after 3 innings tonight. How important could that be moving ahead?
Yeah, it's going to be huge. Molly's going to go tomorrow against UL, and you never know how deep we end up having to go into this thing, especially, the weather a little bit, even though it got a little bit cooler at night, it's still a little humid and hot, and so the less energy that she needs to exert out there is better for us down the stretch.
Along those same lines, getting Ava out there on this stage tonight, could that play big later on in this tournament if you have to use her?
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about it early on about trying to get her some postseason experience too, and that was one thing which was huge for our offense to be able to put up those numbers like that, to get Ava out there, just to give her an opportunity to feel comfortable about going out there and just making good pitches, throwing strikes, and giving us an opportunity to continue to keep the game the way it was.
Kaylee, did you guys feel the doubt that Coach Smith was talking about?
I feel like we did because during the bracket thing when it was going out, we didn't expect to be that high. We didn't even expect to be 15, 16, or even a number 2 seed. So I feel like this is an amazing opportunity that we have to be 11 seed. Was
it a little bit of a relief to get off to that fast start and play well early?
Yes, it was. I just know that we were playing Ole Miss softball, so we just need to keep it like that.
Were you going up there expecting to swing first pitch and hit where you did?
Yes, I was. Colin told me that she was throwing backdoor, so I was getting ready for it because me and Colin had a game plan going on before, and so she was throwing first pitch strike, so we had a game plan for it.
Brittany, how do you feel after the 3 inning outing?
I feel incredible. As soon as I went out there, I was a little nervous. Obviously, it's a huge tournament, big deal. All these games matter, like Coach said. And then I saw my team put up those runs, and I absolutely just relaxed. My team has my back so much, and I just feel so good when they go up there and just absolutely crush the ball like they did.
Amanda, you had a big night at the plate tonight. Just talk about what you were seeing.
Well, I was getting down the count, so I knew that I really just had to work back up the middle, and it ended up paying off, and I ended up getting 3 RBIs, so it was a good night for sure.
Mike, the bottom half of the order was really solid. The top half was able to get on base, and the bottom half did their job. Was that one of the more productive outings you've seen at the bottom half?
Yeah, it really was. I think that's part of where we've struggled a little bit, especially later on in the year, where we'd get the top of the lineup on base, and we were struggling a little bit down at the bottom. And we moved Tate up a little bit more in the lineup, one spot in the lineup, because she's been really a good contact, and she produced tonight. Moved Amanda just so she can see some better pitches, and it helped out. And of course, Kaylee Horton was batting really in the 6-7 spot early on in the year. We moved her up to that 5 spot there just because she's a really good contact hitter and doesn't really strike out a whole bunch, and so we wanted to be able to give her some more RBI production in that situation.
Were you able to watch Lafayette in the first game?
I was.
What were your impressions there?
They swing the bats. They're very aggressive at the plate. They're very aggressive on the bases. They're looking to take 2 bags right out of the box. Their pitcher, she throws the ball well. She's got over 200 and something innings. She does predominantly most of their pitching. So we're going to assume that's who we're going to face tomorrow. Drop ball, rise ball. She does have a little bit of a change-up. So, we know we're going to be in for a dogfight. She's thrown a lot of innings. It's a 12 o'clock game, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it's not as warm as it was today, but you just never know. But we're excited about giving ourselves an opportunity to be at home and to play UL in the winner's bracket.
Kaylee, talk a little bit about moving up in the lineup. That's your second game this season with 3 RBIs. It's like your 5th 3-hit game. So talk a little bit about that.
Being in the 5 spot, I feel like I just have to be more focused, especially with runners on. So I need to do my job of moving runners over, getting them in scoring position, or driving them in. So I just want to do whatever to help my team out. So.
Mike, the decision to pitch Molly tomorrow against Louisiana, is there some reasoning? Obviously, some reasoning behind that. What is it?
No, not really. I mean, when we talked about it as a staff, we kind of took the philosophy, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, Finney's been going game 1 for us, and Molly's been going game 2, and then we kind of make that decision for game 3, and that's kind of how it's been all year. And probably more than anything, Molly's probably a little bit better matchup just because of the changeup, because of how aggressive they are. And not saying that Finney doesn't have a good changeup, but I think that Molly may be able to keep them a little bit more off balance with some of the pitchers, and from the left side, they probably don't see a lot of those left-handed pitchers. So, but it gives us an opportunity. We're probably going to see UL at some point again, and so I'm sure Finney will get the ball at some point.
Any other questions?
Brittany, going off that, obviously when the bracket came out, everyone almost expected this matchup between you and Lafayette with a 50-win team. What are your thoughts going in, with the team going into a matchup like that?
Going into today's game?
Or tomorrow?
Okay. I think I expected to pitch today. I think just like Coach said, we've been doing this all year, so that's great. And then I think with Molly going out, her and I had lunch the other day and we talked and we were like, we're ready. Together as a staff, working off each other, we are so ready. So I'm so excited for her to do that. And then with the team, I think we just need to come out and play like we did today. Come out, score first, score early, score often, everything like that, and play solid D. Because I think, honestly, all around today, we just played an incredible game. And I think if we come out and do that, we'll have success.
And obviously with your postseason experience, how important is it to get off to a start like this in game 1?
Man, this is huge. Coming out and especially winning like we did, winning so big, it was incredible. I think we all have so much confidence going into tomorrow, and it just puts us in a great place to play.
Any other questions? All right, thanks everybody.